All right, everyone, in this video, we're going to answer the question, what is an SMMA or social media marketing agency? All right, everybody, David Schlace back here again with Two Guys Build a Biz, the best place on YouTube for anything related to starting, growing, or scaling your SMMA or social media marketing agency. If you're new here or just stopping by, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below. We drop all kinds of information on here related to entrepreneurship, social media marketing, or growing and scaling businesses online. So if those topics are relevant to you, be sure to smash subscribe and don't forget to tap on the bell notifications so that YouTube will let you know the next time that we post a free video just like this one. So in this video, we're going to answer a question that we see all the time. What is an SMMA or social media marketing agency? So we're going back to basics here. Obviously, this is a major topic that we talk about on this channel, but there's a lot of people out there that are new to online business, that are new to the space, that may have heard this buzzword SMMA and might be wondering what it is. So this video is for you. Let's jump in. All right. So if you spend any amount of time online today, you're probably familiar with the SMMA or social media marketing agency model, or maybe you got a friend, a family member, or somebody in your network that works for a social media or digital marketing agency, and you may have heard this term, or maybe you've been clicking around in entrepreneurship topics online, and if you have, you may have also come across this term there as well. So put simply, SMMA stands for social media marketing agency, and it is interchangeable with a digital marketing agency, but typically an SMMA is going to focus more on social channels versus services like website building, SEO, that fall under the more broad bucket of digital marketing versus social media marketing. So as of the time of the publishing of this video, which is going to be in 2022 here, the SMMA business model in the market has definitely grown significantly. I mentioned in a past video that, the iPhone and the Facebook mobile app were actually created when I was a sophomore in college. To give you some idea, that was really when social media was kind of having its heyday. But recently, more and more business owners have realized that they need to be getting into the SMMA or social media marketing game and finding an agency or trusted partner to help them better monetize their online presence and make a better use of social media. So Derek and I have been running our own social media marketing agency for over 5 years as of the time of the recording of this video here. Could be longer depending on when you're watching this. And we've invoiced millions of dollars from our clients at this point, keeping them very happy, delivering great services. And the services that we primarily provide to them are in the context these days of paid advertising on these platforms. So put simply, we will run ads, build funnels, capture leads, and send those to our client to help them grow or better monetize their business. So as of 2022, there's really no better time to be getting into this business than now, which is why we're seeing a lot of interest. The number of new agencies versus the number of new businesses is far outpaced by a factor of almost 1,000 to 1. So what I mean by that is for every one agency that started, there's potentially a new 1,000 clients to work with. And that doesn't even include the millions of businesses that have already existed prior to 2022. There's so much opportunity right now. There's really no better time to be getting into the market and starting a social media marketing agency. So what exactly is a social media marketing agency? So in its simplest form, an SMMA or social media marketing agency is a business that uses social media to help grow the online presence and better monetize the online presence of a client using social media. Okay, so this means posting to social media, growing social media through things like paid advertising, setting up lead captures and other things to make a better use of social media, following up with leads that come from social media, right? Everything related to an SMMA really kind of hovers around social media or making efforts around social media more successful. So this comes in a lot of different forms. You're probably familiar with social media in the traditional sense, which is just posting on behalf of clients, making sure that their Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, or any other channels that might be in scope for your project are up to date and managed. There's a lot of very large agencies that provide this to very large clients, right? So Coca-Cola has a agency that handles all of their social media for them in addition to their internal marketing teams. A lot of other clients, if you're familiar with Gary Vee, his agency, VaynerMedia, manages and helps better monetize social media for clients, right? So there's a lot of big players in the space, but there's so much untapped opportunity as well. It doesn't end there though. So social media management, as I just described and as it is called, is one service. Other services that you can provide are things like paid media. So running Facebook ads, running ads on YouTube, running ads on Instagram. These will help increase your exposure, have great targeting and very granular targeting for your clients to help you better monetize their social media and bring more attention through these channels to their business. On top of social media management and paid advertising, there's a lot of other services that social media marketing agencies might provide that just overall help the social media efforts be more effective and more successful. So as an example, if your client has a website that hasn't been updated in a very long amount of time, you might build a funnel or a lead cap page to better capture the information coming from your new social media efforts. If you're sending them to a website that has nowhere that people can purchase or opt in or express interest in the business or buy anything, your social media strategy is not going to be very effective. So we can provide more services like funnel building or email automation or even content creation or outsourcing it to someone else to do as a part of our social media management services. So when we were first getting started, we gravitated toward simple social media management for our clients. So we were posting, we were running very simple ads for them, and our average client retainer was between 1 and 4K per month to provide those services to our clients. These days, we focus more on paid advertising and funnel building. We have what we call our 3-step funnel that we provide to a lot of our clients, which has enabled us to dramatically increase our average retainer size. So these days, our average client retainer is between $10,000 and $14,000 per month because we're providing services to them that are much higher impact. If you're interested in learning more about those services, I'll link it down below, but we actually have a course called the SMMA Blueprint, which will teach you all of the paid advertising and funnel strategies that we use for our clients to be able to charge that much per month. So one of the nice things about the social media marketing agency model is that it can be done completely remote. So we haven't actually met a client in person for over 4 years as of the publishing of this video. So that makes it very easy to have kind of a remote work-life balance where we don't actually have to go and meet our clients in person. We're able to do this business completely remote. So a big part of questions that we receive as well related to what is an SMMA or what is a social media marketing agency center around what makes it so attractive to entrepreneurs. So I'll tell you a little bit about what attracted Derek and myself, my business partner and the other familiar face here from Two Guys Build a Biz, to start our business back in November of 2016. So the biggest perk for us, especially as two 6-figure earners at the time doing well in their careers, was the fact that this job or this business could be run completely remote. We only needed a laptop and a phone to run it from anywhere in the world, service clients. So that was a huge perk and a huge draw for us. The other thing was we'd actually both tried to start a couple businesses ourselves prior to starting our SMMA and having the idea to get started in this industry. So needless to say, our tail was between our legs a little bit, where we had spent significant capital starting other businesses, and we were trying to figure out an inexpensive business to start as kind of the next step. So that really attracted us to SMMA. We actually were able to get our own agency started for less than $200. So all Derek and I each had to put in was about $100 to get our agency started, and less than 14 days after that, we had our first client paying us $3,000 per month. We then took those earnings, reinvested it into more wingdings, better tools, and eventually team members, to the point that now we have 14 team members all over the world that help us deliver amazing services to our clients. Another thing that was really attractive is that you don't actually need to have any type of certifications or really any prior experience prior to getting started with your agency. You can get started with this business model just managing social media and posting on behalf of clients and charge them $1,000, $1,500 per month, and they will happily pay that because it gets them out of having to do that themselves. One of the biggest things that we provide to clients is time savings and peace of mind knowing that an expert or someone else is managing their social media and making sure that those updates are happening so they can run the actual business they want to run. The other thing that makes SMMA particularly attractive to entrepreneurs is the fact that you can start learning these skills very easily. With a course like the SMMA Blueprint, it's kind of like a cheat code where we take all of the available information and knowledge on social media and we distill it into a very simple plan that you can watch and implement. So you can start immediately monetizing your business and charging clients that you're able to find with ease based on the strategies that we teach you. So it's very simple to get started in this business, even if you don't have a lot of prior experience. And obviously the last thing ties in with point number one is just the fact that we can run this from anywhere in the world. Even if you don't want to travel, right? You can do it from a laptop and a phone. And that is just really cool. It's very lightweight in terms of tech. There's no overhead. There's no orders that you have to make sure you don't run out of inventory. There's no customers that are coming in and, barging in after hours to have you make them an omelet or, whatever it is that that customers are asking you of, right? It's a business that you can just run with ease from a laptop and a phone anywhere in the world. And that was particularly attractive to us. So for me, the biggest thing with SMMA was travel. I wanted to be able to travel the world. I wanted to be able to do what it is that I want to do. If you follow me on Instagram at all, I'll drop the handle somewhere in this video where you can actually look at my Instagram and see a little bit of what I've been able to do with this business model. I'll drop Derek's as well. If you take a look, you can see that we're living very full lives, completely remote. Derek is in Colorado now. I'm in Scottsdale, still business partners, running the business from, other parts of the country with ease. And that was something that we always dreamt of when we were getting started. And it's really been cool to see that become a reality in the past couple of years. So at least for us, all those factors added on top of each other just really made it a no-brainer for wanting to start an SMMA or social media marketing agency. So one question that we see come up a lot about SMMA or, what is a social media marketing agency is, why would a client pay you thousands of dollars a month just to manage their social media? So the reality is that anyone has access to Facebook and access to Instagram. And the normal thought process would be, hey, if they can do this stuff themselves, why wouldn't they just do it? Well, there's a lot of things that I could do myself that I now pay others to do. Or if you think about your typical business owner that isn't online, perhaps like a warehouse owner or a restaurant owner, they hire team members to do certain things at that place of work, right? Why would a business owner not do the same when it comes to their social media, right? If they own a restaurant, they have a head chef, they've got a front of house, they've got waiters, waitresses, servers who go and take care of the customers. Why wouldn't they also find somebody just to manage their social media and make sure that that's done, right? That's just effective management. So it kind of bucks the logic that a lot of people have where they're like, if I could do this myself, why wouldn't I just do it? Time is a scarcity. Smart business owners know that with $1,000 per month, they can get an expert, or $3,000, $5,000 per month. They can get an expert to do this for them, grow their business, and have peace of mind that it's just being done. Additionally, they themselves oftentimes don't want to be an expert in these areas. We might know those coffee shop owners or those restaurant owners who are just exceptionally good at social media, and that's not your ideal client. You're looking for the ones that aren't, which is 99% of them. They want to run the business that they started, and they're looking for an agency to help them do that. So that's why SMMA and social media marketing agencies are such a valuable business to start. So one question we get often as well when it comes to what is a social media marketing agency or what is an SMMA is, what is the income potential, or even what are your margins with your agency? So it's one thing to be charging, $10, $12, $14,000 per month. It's another to be taking $10, $12, $14,000 home in profit. So for us, our profit margins these days sit between 70 to 85%. And we pay our team very well, right? So we have team members, we got a team of 14, and we're still able to preserve those profits despite paying them highly competitive rates. And it just goes to show, how healthy the business model is as we go into 2022. And because of the amount of businesses that are being started in relation to the scarcity of social media marketing agencies being started, it means that retainers are actually going up currently. There's a scarcity in the workforce where they need more social media marketing agencies out there, which means that we're compensated even higher in the future because it's becoming more and more scarce. So $10, $12, $14,000 per month for somebody who's educated just on YouTube might be a little bit out of reach, which is why we teach what we teach with the SMMA Blueprint. So it's kind of like a cheat code for getting your agency launched, as well as finding clients, getting clients, how to put proposals together, legal agreements, how that whole process goes, how to onboard them, how to fulfill services, find an expert to execute the ads if you don't want to do it yourself, build that team. All of that's covered in our program, the SMMA Blueprint. And we've actually interviewed over 400 social media marketing agency owners, asking them about timelines, challenges that they encountered. And what we realized was that it typically takes the average self-educated or YouTube University attendee roughly 6 to 12 months to get across the $5,000 per month milestone with their business. We're helping students in the SMMA Blueprint do that in far less time. Oftentimes seeing students close their first clients in a week or two after starting in the Blueprint, and then increasingly scale from there. So if you do the math, that means that in the first 6 months, they're often making $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 more than somebody who's just learning for free on the internet, right? So both have their value. It really just comes down to how quickly you want to learn if you're interested in starting a social media marketing agency, and a program like the SMMA Blueprint can really help you with that. You're not so much investing in all the topics and the knowledge that we'll teach you, but you're investing in a significant time savings and greater earnings over time by knowing what you're doing, keeping clients happy, keeping them around so that you can stack your profits month after month. So I'll drop drop the link for the SMMA blueprint down below, but really wanted to cover this basic question that we receive fairly often, whether it's in the YouTube comments or in our Instagram DMs, just going back to basics. What is SMMA? What is a social media marketing agency? This business model totally changed the course of Derek and my lives. It's changed so much of our professional career, and I'm so grateful for it. So thanks for watching. I'm glad I could tell you a little bit about this business model that's been so meaningful to Derek and myself. So if you're running an SMMA or you're thinking about running a social media marketing agency, make sure you hit subscribe down below. And again, if you found value in this video, hit the like button and don't forget to tap bell notifications to be alerted the next time that we post another free video just like this one. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much.